team we're going to be running. Kian has pretty much max cosmetics. Valenti as well. Norm has a few cosmetics. Okay, she also has max. And the relic enhancement's fairly low. And Liz, she has all of her free stuff. And no relic enhancement. So, why do we want to use this Liz over LR Liz? Specifically, it's from one part of her passive. That comes from her ult. The Frost Shield. Frost Shield is relatively overpowered. It decreases your damage taken, increases your max HP, and it decreases dealt by enemies that use a skill to deal damage by 40%, but that's not going to activate here. Neither will freeze immunity. But Frost Shield, just that 50% damage taken is critical. As well as this Ice Sword, since Kian will always be the highest remaining HP percentage, Kian will always have Ice Sword. Kian almost never gets hit, and if they do, it's a patience. During floor 1 at least. I mean, we could honestly use any of these teams, but the reason why I choose this one is because of the race passive on Valenti. Because if you have different races, they get HP related stats by 20%, which you don't think will be much, but that's including lifesteal, regeneration rate. It's going to be amazing. And then Yorm increases them even further, I believe. Okay, all stats by 7%, which is even better. Which, combine that with Liz's skill, you can get up to, what, almost 100% lifesteal. And then Kian, you're just big DPS without repeating any races. Now, you could also use a melee here, like Nimi melee, If melee, Trader melee, Melee, well, not Melee because you have Elizabeth. You could use Gold, but I don't really recommend using Gold. Her counter is not good here. I mean, you could use Purgatory Melee, but Purgatory Melee sucks here. Genuinely. Hopefully they give him an LR, but they probably won't. And as for LRs you can use here, the Beatrice won't work. Zeldris works. Blocks could work, but not as a DPS. No, yes, but not as a DPS. Yes, but not as a DPS. A lot of these, I mean, you could always use Gallons as well. Gallons is a decent DPS. I don't know why you'd want to, but you could use Taizu. Oh, no, you couldn't because Valenti's human. Couldn't use Hawk unless you wanted to lose Valenti's passive, but overrunning here. Oh, I forgot I was using this card set, not for and not Deer. So why do I use this card set over Deer? Really good question. Let me go read what Deer does exactly again. So it gives 10% basic stats compared to the 5% from this one. I don't think that 5% combined with all the stats that we are already getting is really necessary. So this card set's just generally better, me at least, because the 10% when they survive an ultimate move, which can come very in handy during 4-3. So we're going to use attack food. You can also use lifesteal food if you want to guarantee 100% lifesteal. So let's go ahead and try this. Now, the biggest hurdle with this one is RNG with cards on floor 3 of this fight. Because unlike the other floors, you can honestly brute force it with ultimates. As, say, for example, floor 2, you just gotta kill the stumps. So you don't really need the color. Not color, but buffs. We're gonna say can challenge for later on. Or you can pop it whenever you need it. For me, I don't really need it early on. I'm gonna go ahead and just kill here. Liz is a decent DPS for this fight, just purely due to her card dealing more damage per battlefield buff. She can apply, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buffs at the beginning of battle. So that's already maxing out her passive there. We're actually going to pop a Jorm card here so we can increase our defense, as shown by her passive, by 10% every time we use a bleed skill, with the maximum up to 30%. Then we're going to remove that debuff, and we're going to start getting Valenti ult. Overkill, but I just want to go ahead and make sure that he's dead. Now you have to be careful with your Kiag cards early on because you can absolutely destroy these stumps. Why I got rid of that AoE is because later on in the fight, it's going to be less necessary than you would think. Please tell me this is not going to be another one where you don't get the card I need. Yeah, see what I mean by patient things here? Please, come on, come on. Please don't stun Valencia. Please. Okay, let's not with that. Honestly. Here we're gonna have to be a lot more careful. plan here is to drop whatever cards I can out of my hand. Okay, good. So next turn, he dies, basically. Let him ult. He'll die next turn when I move him back to the middle stump, but still. This round I'm gonna use to buff up. With this stun, that's fine. We don't really care about that stun. That's a little target there. Right, I forgot. Liz deals damage with her ult. Could have actually killed here, but I wanted to play it safe. Just, I mean, I wouldn't have died no matter what he did, but I just like playing it safe. Yeah. Just Liz is honestly is really so much better than LR Liz. Now, you might have been wondering, apart from that healing card and a bit of damage, why is Tian here? I'll show you why. Next week. 5 million damage on Rat. Perfect. And that's floor 1. Floor 2, you're going in. Now, floor 2's gimmicks are fairly simple. Kill the rat, well, kill the stumps and then kill the rat. Really easy. Pop, pop, pop. Oh, no, not that card. Pop, pop. Now, this is why Kian is on the team. Kian is quite literally a nuclear bomb to this rat. Also, we probably could have killed him this turn if I didn't attack the rock with, if I didn't attack the stump with Liz. Got about 1 million HP left. That's not ideal, but it's fine. We killed here. Maybe we kill here? Okay, we kill here. Purely because Norm has a 200% damage dealt with skill in her passive. I believe this lets us remove the gray one, right? Yeah. Oh. I believe these ones have, was it 30% damage cap? 33%, so... Let me just... Let's pop this one back. Welcome everybody to the Tian Show. You here? We're gonna go and mark that stump so he'll jump back out on it. Oh, he did. Oh shit! Shit! Oh, I'm good buffs. Let's jump back to middle. Yep, there we go. We'll probably take a pinch of damage here. Yeah, just a little pinch. Good thing is we're not taking much damage because we don't have any food poison. Okay. What acid did I get last round? 40%? Nope. Oh. Oops. Oh well, it really does not matter here. I'm gonna go ahead and bolt because this kind of wanted to go ahead and kill him. Now, you might be wondering, why did I not save the Kiana? That's because, compared to Liz, Kiana ult is nowhere near as important. So this phase you want to keep on the middle stump. Because on the middle stump, he'll get an HP decrease every turn. He has 20 million right now. So you'll see Liz drop, 2 million. Then another 2 mil. Oh, 3 mil, sorry. Then Norm will go in with a little pinch of damage. We're gonna go ahead and save, So we're gonna go ahead and save this card for next turn. Hopefully that'll keep him on the... I should have AoE'd there a couple of times. That would have honestly killed the stumps. What am I doing this turn then? What's his HP now? 16 mil. So yeah, as you can see, we are not taking much damage. Valenti decreases his own damage taken. We're surviving here. Stunts are dead. He has so much less HP as well. This is honestly the most dangerous phase out of the entire fight. Purely because of his ult. And also because he has a, that stupid revive passive. But that doesn't really matter here. Maybe go ahead and work on healing up the team. Seeing on how much damage Valenti does, because we might be in trouble. We are in a lot of trouble. That's when I was talking about being careful with the ult. We are now in a heap of trouble. Okay, that is exactly what we needed. Whoever he hits with this ult is going to get stunned. And then he's going AoE and deal a shit ton of damage, which is my biggest fear. This one fight has wiped me a bajillion times. Oh good. So I can just go and pop this and kill. So that's how you escape floor 2 with full HP. Now, you could always use a Salos or a Stopknot. Like, this right here is genuinely the easiest team for me. Now, this one you have to use 3 debuff cards each phase to get him onto a right log. So there's a wrong log and a right log. The right log is whatever you do the 3 for. Now, you can move him to other logs by using ult, but it will never guarantee you the correct log. If you use less than 3, you'll be screwed. So that's why Yorm and Valencia are really going to have to try to capitalize on both Yan and their own regeneration. Which is another reason why I like having Liz on here. Oh, and you also want to kill the logs. These logs don't have a damage cap, at least on the... I don't think they actually have one at all. There we go, all stats decrease, so he's going to start dealing less and less damage. So I did play it risky a little bit the first turn, so you kind of have to gauge your own units and see how much they're going to take or how much that you're going to need to heal. So what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to get ult for phase 2 so I can go ahead and wipe out both of the other logs almost immediately. Since I have all 3 cards I need. Liz is not dropping a nuke anymore because of Kian only having 1 buff, and Rat not having any buffs on itself. Rat cannot buff itself. So there we go. Got 2 stat decreases. We're not gonna be able to. This one does a petrify, doesn't it? Yes, I can petrify. So if Rat crits you here, you're kind of screwed, I think. I mean, let's see how many he says. You could be screwed. Unless you have a Ludociel link, which I don't believe I do. I do. But she's... Oh, God. Yeah, we survive this easily. Now they're gonna go in with this, yep. So basically, if I remember correctly, this does not only... It does not only mean... Okay, so that's weird. Is Kian naturally immune to Petrify? I think so. Yeah, it is. As long as we have this buff, we're immune to Petrify. I think, right? Oh, Giant Queen's Protection. That's right. There's a way to reapply that, right? I think there is. I'm not sure. Oh, I have been looking at that wrong. Cast people this whole time. I just not noticed that. That's cool. Now, Yorm will give us immunity to every single one of his stupid little through debuffs as long as you have her ult activated. I also want to check to see how much lifesteal my team currently has without Liz. Okay. Sounds good, yep. So how much lifesteal does this team have? 48% lifesteal without Liz buff. 48%, 48%, 48% as well. Yep. So yeah, you can't possibly, you really should not die here. I think I'm honestly gonna go ahead and pop a Tian ult here. And in case that doesn't kill, I'll pop Valencia ult. Valencia ult doesn't really work here. Even though it applies a debuff, it still doesn't work here because of the stupid move if you ult gimmick. Another melee is honestly kind of good for this fight, purely because of the transgression she applies whenever an enemy uses a skill. Unfortunately, her DPS is severely lacking, so your DPS here will be Liz. So, we're gonna go and remove all our buffs and go and cleanse whatever. Ult, ult, AoE. Let's go for it. Just be bad if King doesn't kill those stuff. Okay, they killed some. Yeah. Heal doesn't really matter, we have all of our protection stuff. Yeah. It's going to stand up, and when it does, it's going to activate a reflect. Here. It's like all the damage taken. So genuinely, you have to play this one much more carefully. You have to watch and balance both your HP and his HP. Since he applies food poisoning to himself, he's going to almost die here, but luckily I should be able to get my TM thing back. Here, cleanse. You can single target with Valenti here. Kill. One more thing, and we're out of here. This one. The right log. Now what we're gonna do here is something called tactical. No. Oh no. So these have a damage cap thing. To genuinely hope for Valentia full heal herself here. Should be enough to survive its turn since he only gets 2 attacks here. You know what? We're solid. We're solid for this fight. Well, for this phase. Basically, he takes. Wait, am I able to do those both on the rest of the game or just? Advantage is that the more stacks of food poisoning you have, the more immortalities that get removed. Now this is where we kill. We're gonna full heal, and we're gonna kill. Now, normally I have a different set of gear if I'm wanting Valenti to tank, because with this team I have a lot higher crit res compared to if I'm not running Valenti passive or if I'm not running Liz. So basically, my other gear for Valenti is full crit res. Where is she? Here she is. So it would be this right. Do I still have it? Oh, I guess I got rid of it. Basically, it would be, I believe, 3-piece this. I mean, not 3-piece, but 6-piece this. It was the other one. Can't remember. Where it is? Here it is. So she'd have 4-piece Fortitude and 2-piece Mind's Eye. With these specific rerolls, recovery rate on the orb and the belt, and then attack on both of those, and crit res on the Mind's Eye. And that's it.